What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? This is Leonard Miles, aka 2 Degrees in the CDL. And you already know how we do. We come live with the news, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And this one is definitely bad and ugly. We're going to get right into it. I won't waste no more time. Driver charged with DUI, reckless homicide, and Northern Illinois crash that killed deputy. A man was charged with reckless homicide and impaired driving Wednesday in a crash that killed a DeKalb County Sheriff's deputy last week. Nathan Sweeney, 44, of DeKalb, was charged with reckless homicide and driving under the influence in the crash that killed Deputy Christina Musil, age 35. Just at the 10:30 p.m. this past Thursday, Musil was sitting in her parked squad car on the shoulder of Illinois Route 23 south of Perry Road in Waterman when a commercial truck driven by Sweeney ran off the road and slammed right into the back of her squad car. Musil was rushed to the hospital where she died. Illinois State Police initially cited Sweeney for failure to reduce speed to avoid an accident, improper lane usage, and operating an uninsured motor vehicle. But state police conducted a traffic crash investigation and determined that Sweeney was under the influence of drugs at the time of the crash. He has now been charged by the DeKalb County's State's Attorney's Office with 3 counts of aggravated DUI causing death and 1 count of reckless homicide. He was being held at the Ogle County Jail Wednesday night. Musil was a 5-year sheriff's office veteran and served in the Army National Guard as a police officer for 4 years, including a tour in Afghanistan in 2008 and 2009. Authorities earlier said Sweeney worked for a company based out of Terre Haute, Indiana. So, first and foremost, rest in peace to this officer. Definitely unfortunate, that she lost her life to a truck driver who had no business being behind the wheel of a truck. Let's just go ahead and get that out the way. But rest in peace to her. But to Mr. Sweeney, as you all see the picture on my thumbnail, that's a picture of Mr. Sweeney on the thumbnail. I always tell, all drivers, like I said, because I seem to do a few videos like this from time to time, and I'm eventually going to do a live, and tie all this stuff in, when you're driving under the influence, you're behind a commercial vehicle or even your personal vehicle. Like I said, you're jeopardizing your CDL, period. Any type of substance. And we know it's illegal. We know alcohol is not illegal, but it becomes illegal once you're behind the wheel, and you're just intoxicated. Like I said, just don't do it. You got an uninsured vehicle, so that falls back on the company. So we already know the company is going to take some heat behind that. More than likely, it's no longer going to be a company, but who knows? But all drivers out there, ones who are thinking about getting a CDL, and even ones that have their CDL, do not get behind that wheel impaired. Don't be putting stuff in your system. You all already see, they're trying to replace us with, with electric vehicles, electric trucks, automated trucks. They're already talking about, getting rid of us driving the trucks and, having the trucks drive themselves. So the more these incidents occur, what do you all think eventually is going to happen? So like I always said before, if you still want to use substances, you just don't need to be a truck driver. Find another field to be in, because this is not the field for you. Like I said, it's already so much red tape we have to go through as a driver anyway. And then, we come across cases like this driver right here, Mr. Sweeney, who wants to get behind the wheel impaired. And, you take a life. You take a life. And like I said, it's definitely unfortunate for Deputy Musil. I'm definitely praying for her and her family during this time. But drivers, like I always say before, do not get into this industry or stay in this industry if you feel like you still want to use substances. Using substances and driving the 18-wheeler, they don't mix. They don't mix. But y'all let me know what you think about this article. I'll drop the link to this article in the description. As always, just make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I always appreciate the support. I'm on the road to 1K. And all my drivers out there, like I said, man, just take heed to what I'm saying, man. Like, find something else to get your mind off of off of trucking. Find another way to make yourself feel good and not have no substance in your system and get behind this wheel. It's definitely not safe and it's definitely not smart. But all my truckers, y'all keep it in the middle of the road as always. And until next time, I'm out.